awesome on
He's just so talented. It'll be fun to see what teams happens next year. A lot of potentials. BST on defense, G2 on attack. Must win for Bestia this map, I'm thinking, I'm feeling. Not that I know how G2's ascent is, but...
And there goes the utility.
Paddy Tech against Liquid, yeah, this should be incredible.
20 seconds into the first round of this series, G2 finds themselves in B side of Breeze.
Easy one too, even avoiding that trip.
Baby watching behind, kill trip at the back.
Looking for the spam kill for the trip. This is a prime position
Good
for
damage.
G2 to convert the pistol.
The util is
oh mate, on his head, 4 HP.
Away at that retake for Bestia. The frenzy, he's been going crazy for Jogamo in a lot of these instances. Least to start them off on the right foot.
As he might go crazy again here, to be honest, if he gets this one.
They're trying to do it again.
Dude's got to clean up, surely.
Still fighting a few.
Oh.
Jogamo and Valen getting 2 as Bestia come back with a few of their own. David left alone, and that's what we were wondering. It's not going to be enough as Valen takes him down.
Mo 130 with the tier 1. Hello, Mo. 42 months, man. Long time. Thanks for that.
For G2, you have Baby just peeking out first to rate the camera. So right now for David, he didn't really know
Thoughts
how
on
to play
FF Vitality game? I mean, they
point.
just look good, man.
To really go for the surprise execute into the B site. And think about these type of hits for both of these teams.
It was fun because they just kind of spammed.
None of these teams
just kind of started spamming Bs. Spamming B hits. And Vitality couldn't stop it. Good shocks, though. They had really good shocks on this. There's so much damage.
For the stalls on a retake, to stall the retake attempts of Bestia and vice versa. So this is nice.
So much damage David took just from the shock darts. So it's hard to come back when you're eating all that util. And possibly a rinse and repeat as that util goes right back into the choke of B. Loss is ready to take a fight. Protected for a
Speaking of B spam, maybe we get it here.
Jogamo gets space.
They're allowed 1 death.
That area open for the team as they continue to
is this uppers or lowers? This is lowers. You lose, you're done. G2 can still kind of lose, and most likely they make champs just because of points.
Fight's about to happen here towards that flank, but Baby Bay usually will not miss that fight. But you see just on the presence of loss inside of that dome, inside of that cove, how much util was actually expended just to get onto site. That's a lot less for G2 to have in the post plan. So think about those when Bestia is going to start getting their gun rounds and their money right. So far should be good for G2 though. They've been 100% conversion rate so far in this stage after winning pistol. So if you're a G2 fan right now, you can be comfortable here that you'll see a 2-0 scoreline.
Is it likely that Vitality qualify still?
The bonus round as they'll bring in 3 Bulldogs.
It kind of is, yeah. It feels maybe like a 50-50 at the moment.
A few spams, escape frags, Leaf. The only one on the other end of this as they try to go for the spike deaths. And another alt-orb going to David. As they do clear through that round. Nice and easy for G2 to start this one off and see if they can get through the bonus. Now, you mentioned those Bulldogs are going to be helpful as they get through this.
It's going to get a lot of bite for sure. For G2 here on the bonus round, they have that option. Because Baby Bay also have the Guardian, you could play slow if you want and default across the map.
You should know by tomorrow.
Still quite good in terms of the buy that Bestia will bring out. They didn't get too many kills in the first couple of rounds, so there's no operator. There's no outlaw that's being purchased by Bestia this time around too. So there's a chance here for G2 to walk around that map.
Okay, one shot.
Scan a little bit in terms of how Bestia sets up the defense so they can run a better attack once they get their guns.
Wait, what?
Conditioning again.
What's the point of this recon? He misses recon, or is it like at the top hit to scan this?
Heard this 3 rounds in a row, but they may not get the
I'd have missed his recon now. To send win the next game? I think they do. I wouldn't say it's easy though.
Map still covered by G2.
There's no way that's going to be an easy game. That's going to be like a close, holy hell, we only just did it kind of game.
That was sectioning off this side of B. There's no rotations coming out right now from Bestia, so they're assuming already that there's a fake going on. So it's Baby Bay to try to get this pick onto loss.
Quick peek. Info gained. Whether they smother him or not is the question. We see everybody running over here actually.
Think T1 is in trouble? Nah, T1 going to be fine, man.
Leaving Leaf
surely
for that mid control. And now they tempt A for the first time. G2 is going to try to crash through here.
Yeah, Leaf is just going to watch rotate. He's got this outlaw, which would do some decent damage on the ones rotating across. And here's that fight on the back of the A site, though.
Lost his challenge. 16. He's actually back up after the wall. And now Chibazine and him are going to try to defend the back side of the site. A spam in from Trent and Valen. Clear some space for breathing room and a quick plant.
Should they have fought site this heavy?
Here. Sees that fight. Information on one. Still trying to figure out what the
They were
rotation
kind of out of
from,
position for this with the
because it's so
hubble.
slow and Leaf already has that presence on mid. G2 will have an idea that's the full rotate from the defender spawn of
Yeah,
Bestia.
these two have got a save on that. This turns to a bonus.
A bonus round that's guaranteed to be converted for G2 now. The last two players will try to salvage these weapons into the next round. So
if Bestia lose this map, man, I think it's a 2-0.
It's going to be such an uphill battle for the Challengers team. As Kaplan mentioned, you know, it could work so well for you to play this double duelist meta, or to not play to the Leviathan way with the Phoenix in your comps locally. But once you step onto the main stage, even if your opponent's not playing to that meta either, they're still playing a different type of style and protocol that you're going to have to keep guessing every single time. This is going to give a lot of pressure for Bestia to learn every single round.
Play someone for champs now, mate. No one's got time to do any of that stuff.
On this Harbor instead of an Astra or an Omen. So yeah, they have to learn what it's going to be. And right now,
the only people replacing before champs is going to be someone in EMEA in tier 2 if they make it. And the 17 and 16-year-olds can't go.
0 on top. We'll start with the Harbor. That gun round getting through smooth for everybody.
Outlook 1-shot 3.
Keeps the Outlaw in mid, so it looks like they might repeat on A here as Bestia is going to try to get in their face for a round.
Triple wall down on elbow, which is
Would
fine.
you consider doing variety streaming in the off-season?
Well. G2 senses that against the
you guys are really desperate for me to play a one-player game, man.
For their opponents, they should be playing a little bit more passively towards the spawn. The bad news right now for Bestia in this current state of the game is that it's 3-0 for G2, and if you're looking at how many of these players are close to ults or whatnot, a timeout in the next round probably is not going to be as beneficial because you don't really have anything that's going to help you on big swing rounds. And G2's been doing nothing but sight slams that unfortunately is not being held here by Bestia. So they're keeping it basic.
I mean, I don't mind this from Bestia though.
They're just converting these rounds one by one.
4 ready to fast flood this.
It's always G2 way, right? This isn't the sight slam.
Good.
Phoenix
Do they want to go for the gun before they commit? Make a decision, boys.
Process, but should be
You guys didn't make a decision on this. You're picking the gun.
G2 once again clears a way into sight. They still have to go up against the 2 rifles, Trubazine and David, and that could cause some issues here. Baby Bay is going to be the first contact into the site. If that angle isn't for Jogamo just yet, Baby Bay actually fails on the first shot, and that's more
keep an eye on Trent around the wall.
Bestia as they lose another 2v3 here.
It's just a late lurk from Trent, though. That's going to be the final nail in the coffin.
Still no one else doing the NRG plan.
Faster now as he hears the shots knife out to get those steps and get the pacing. So now I see the back of Melzer cleaned up. There it is.
Like NRG plant here does mean the door flank can actually see the spike and secure a lot of these.
And Bestia
thought
thought
that
that
1v1 on site, man,
gets
gets a little scary.
To retake towards that site because they already took down Leaf at the bottom of middle after that first trade. So technically there shouldn't be anybody else.
Do you like story-based games or just care about the gameplay?
When also this just
gameplay, really. If I wanted the story, I'd just watch a film.
The bingo call was already that Trent is still on A site with the rest of the team. So good readjustments coming out from G2.
One-player games are normally wasted on me. I'll say that. I'll say that right now.
Currently being tamed in this first half of Breeze, but they are looking for aggression. The first op comes out for a loss, holding it towards middle.
Ult from main and we slide stun. Like I can ult from here and it'll push him in and you slide stun.
He's in main right now.
Or dart the fall away as well.
I'm a drone with it. I dart for deeper.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, running. Could be in main.
He's
here, on the right. Tag. I'm darting as well.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1,
small gap on slant on the right. Small gap on slant on the right.
Slant, I think.
He got out to yellow.
Got out. They full gave, boys.
They have up. I'm gonna recode the right.
Okay, play up.
It's 2 yellow, boys.
I'm holding left side yellow. Could be bridge. They have an up.
You want to claim?
Up dead.
3, 2, 1, claim.
Shocking in front of you guys.
One more Jake yellow. Harden, back up.
Dead.
You're good. Back up.
Got a shot mid on it.
Layers.
Up down mid. I'm gonna fight him. We didn't
Yellow, boys.
Alright, relax. Just wrapping playtime, okay?
He's going spawn 100%.
Playtime. I'm fighting him.
I'm making noise for you, Nate.
He fully dipped.
No, he's on the right.
Chill, boys. I'm one.
We're good.
He's still fighting spawn. He's still fighting spawn.
Right here.
He's right here.
Can't see him. I'll kill him in 3.
He's on you.
Don't see him.
He's still
On you, Trent.
close to you, Trent. Nice.
Let's
go, boys. Hot dog.
Even better that they stay alive right now for G2.
This is
so
nice
they
comms
get
on
the
this one.
backstab and get
Super
one pick
clear.
closer to the ult, but the protocols, as sometimes people are criticizing
very
the
nice.
communications that could be a little bit muddied rather for G2, but that was actually quite clean in terms of how fast you wanted to go off the exit, off the reckoning making sure that they're crossing all the T's, dotting all the lines from Reckoning on the left side, Recon on the right side, and making sure that Bestia has no chance to hold sight to fight back.
Big old sigh right there.
A big sigh there from Melzer as the timeout button is hit, and you're right, everything from G2 seems so orchestrated there. So, the conductor...
You should do a 24-hour ranked stream, mate. That sounds awful.
Now, so they can start singing their song.
Xenia was asking about a coach stack again for
the
off-season, so maybe. I'm not doing 24-hour rank, bro.
Being on stage, yeah, they came out really strong in that first Breeze game, but when everything's clicking and flowing, the practice hits just like you are on stage. There's no problems until they face that second map when they didn't have an answer.
A horror game? I'm definitely in for a horror game. I feel like I'd enjoy a horror game.
So they got to figure that out, shake it off, and see how they can come out of this timeout.
You can see here for G2, it is a race for champs. Kaplan mentioned it. Pretty much the chances are quite high for G2 to really already make it, so they don't have that much pressure going forward. But you're still in control of your own destiny.
Yeah. Alien Isolation? I think is that a super old game or not? I think I did the promo for that game.
Therefore, even hiring the chances and confirming your spot at champs in Shanghai later this year. But yeah, what is the conversation here from Coach Phonics going into the
2016?
next round on to Bestia?
No, I did the press stuff for that game.
And the one thing that
2015, guys, that game is not scary. I did the press stuff for that. I need something bigger. We need to go bigger.
So that confidence
Give me something bigger.
And they also bounced back in the lower brackets with a revitalized C9 when Coach Veer took over, and they were looking primed exactly for a deep run. So for them, they've had a nice little cushion moving into, in terms of confidence, moving into this matchup. And G2, the same thing.
Outlast?
They had to play against M80, the best team in Challengers that we had this year. And that's a nice cushion for them, mentioned by Trent, for them to have the lower bracket run as well. So the hill continues to be also steep for Bestia.
Nice timing. Bestia has a bit of a read here, but it is lower by. So they're just looking to make these Sheriffs work together as much as possible. A jump out, triple crossfire from G2 as they just quickly smother down and Goomba stomp Bestia out of A.
Damn, Viper. We're securing this. We're getting max money out here.
Last time when we just had the comms in the previous round, I think it was Trent saying, do you want to claim, get into the cove, 3, 2, 1, go in. But it's not like the 100 Thieves way of like a ping pong where they just want to really go. They're still asking the question, and maybe it breaks the timing a little bit because it's not as assertive because the other ones need to answer to the questions before. But it still works here on the way that they're playing the anti-eco against Bestia.
And running. Jogamo wants his ult. Find out where that last kill is. Looks like Trent will have it here as David looks for one more and finds it.
What do you think about the NRG strat on this map where they take left side pyramid?
Easy find
So the only reason they can take left side pyramid is because they got sick flashes. Have you seen their flashes that they do? They've either got this one here that bounces off and goes behind them as they swing out. So they flashes behind like up here as they go out. Or they got the one from spawn, which is a little... Don't want to throw the word bugged out there, but it lands behind the tarp at the top here, so you can't see it, and it flashes everyone in front. It's let's just call it tech for the moment. Good tech.
This is a lot of confidence for G2 to move into this series.
So that's why they can do it.
We haven't seen, as Kaplan mentioned, the Ascent for G2 going into the stage. Overall, Ascent has not been.
Not noticed that one? Yeah, it's sick. Even throws it from here. It goes at the top. They normally do it with like a recon here. And it's like there's like the white tarp where there's like a little triangle at the top. You can't see it. It pops behind you, but it kills. But it hits everyone. So strong.
So I think right now it's for G2. They want to go for
Sky or a Phoenix. You could do it with a Sky, but
testing out something new.
It wouldn't work as a Phoenix.
While Bestia, because locally for them in LATAM South.
But I like their pathing they do. They like pinch from door. It's pretty cool.
Ascent. Switching from the default comp to trying to bring a chamber in there. And unfortunately not getting any W's for their column either for Bestia.
Well, they hope the W finally comes out of an operator purchase. But
This is nice. They're going to find out where the op is. Push it off the line. Got to hit the tag, though.
Baby Bay's going to be working
it's good.
On the other side here to try to open up B site.
Dude, Trent is so on top of this. Damn, Trent is so on top of this. He actually hit him with a recon.
A huge investment for Bestia off the map, and now they realize that
Kill trip.
focus was over towards
Wait,
A, so G2 starts to
that's
hit.
Jogamo hopped
cleared,
over it. Did
though.
you even
The
realize?
ultimate David got from last
25
round,
seconds
and
on
then
this. They're
Sheriff
pretty
shot comes into
wrecked.
play huge,
Guys, I'm not even
and
sure
now
you got time
G2
for the
has
spike to go
skirt
through, man.
around this. Mauser picks up his first kill. Can it be another one? This is huge. He starts to clear mid, and now G2 have nowhere to run. What a round for Bestia to
Close,
get back.
man.
It's on a
Just.
pressure cooker. 10 seconds left here as Valen's forced to plant. We talked about the Harbor
Paladin with the
fragging.
prime
We
pre to the
talked about
13
him being
months.
on the new agent. Now it's can he clutch on it in this situation.
Went top
Takes a
over
bit
the
of
chip, got
there.
hit.
This is going to be tough.
Bit of chip damage, that counts.
He's got a bit of a wall to work with. Looks for the
Shot.
gap, and he finds the first one. Jubazine is down.
Extra kill gets all.
Doesn't really have to work against too much util. It's all about the firefight now as Valen takes a bit of the high ground. This angle is insane, actually, to see somebody's head cross, but he's going to find the 1v1, and it is going to be for Taco.
Mate, you would have been able to isolate that one, tuck in and all, by the way.
But it's always going to be
win
for
that one, you
Bestia
win it.
in that 1v2.
Nice trying this.
Very
Good damage
doable
no matter
rather
what.
for Valen back on this Harbor. BBB also mentioned here when they were playing the composition in the past and you had Valen on the Astra.
I'm seeing a
it
lot
just
of
allows
Euro
for him to
pop
be a
up.
little
Do you
bit
think
more
it's
free
good?
and more
I think
confident
it's.
here around
I
his
use
util
your
to
guys'
play.
terms. I think it's best
Because, you have to
best
think
in
the
slot
strategy of how to
on
play the
Summit.
Harbor. You have to get into a
Breeze.
zone to throw an orb. The wall, you're kind of like just shackled to move.
Uh,
But he had enough time
Not
to
Abyss.
Cove down,
Maybe Abyss.
isolate some fights around his bubble,
What other map was I
but
saying?
just couldn't win the 1v1 against Takulia, who is
There's
also
another map that was going to. Sunset?
had a
Did I
resurgence
say Sunset?
in terms of his performances
Sunset Breeze.
ever since
I had another map, but I forgot what it is.
2026 with Bestia
Ascent?
here.
Nah.
A bit of momentum. You could say
Blade
that
Ascent?
timeout
No.
does pay off.
Dude, maybe it's only those two.
Bestia
Summit.
find an answer.
Nah, I wouldn't have said
Taco
Summit. I would have
was
said
able
it's
to
okay
invest
on
in an
Summit.
op again, and that's
I
what
wouldn't
they were
use it on
looking for
Summit.
last time.
It was in the hands of Lost before, and
Maybe just those two
the
then.
beauty of this comp as well, or this team, double duelists, both of them could opt with aggression between Lost and Taco.
Goose with the prime to the 4
Jumps
months.
in.
Thank you,
Bring
thank
a
you.
bit of noise there, and he goes down. An interesting choice by G2 to see if they can kind of tempt what Bestia is going to do in this situation. They lose 2 already here.
1, 2,
Now
3.
G2
Can't buy
really
next.
have to
1-9
call the
loss
audible.
bonus.
What a resurgence just from these last few rounds, but can Bestia contain the momentum?
There's still a lot of options that G2 could work with right
You
now.
said
though.
Breeze
They have two
Abyss.
big ults.
There's no way I would have
Everybody's
said
watching
Ascent.
that
I
line
promise
in
you
case
that.
Bestia under that minute mark wants
I don't
to
think it's good on
clear up in
Ascent.
front of the A site to get a little bit more map control. But because this camera's over here too, it's easy for them to take control of that B side, get that information late round.
I'm
where
the biggest
players
Jet
are coming
believer you
from,
can find
and they
on
can
Ascent.
play a
On Ascent.
5-man retake over onto the B site. So if Valen could actually make it into the site with Trent, those ults could actually do a good job in terms of
Said
stalling
Summit? Yeah, I
Bestia
might have said
and
Summit.
dwindling down numbers as Bestia will try
I
to
could
retake.
see me saying that.
He almost has to let Valen
I still wouldn't
alone
use it on
so
it.
he can keep the Hunter's Fury away, but they are going to commit. Help each
But
other
people
out as
impress me with
plant
that
comes
in
in,
Summit.
a little bit of denial to give Bestia time to move across the map throughout that Hunter's Fury pressure.
no.
But he gets Valen. What a shot to find him in the site. The pushing comes from David as well.
Dude,
And
5
now Baby
surviving
Bay
as well.
is
Get
just
the money good. We
watching
might have a game
the
here.
coattails of Bestia head in to protect the spike on B. Another
great
round,
servo.
and this one's going to be flawless coming from the Let Him squad.
And you would think here that Valen was going to be able to dodge that and get that plant down here for G2, but somehow just guessing where that third beam should be shot connects here onto Valen.
Does GE have a
and
good
that's
chance to
spike
make it to
down.
champs? Yeah.
Beautiful first shot
It will
here
probably come down
by
to
Takulia, yeah.
like a GE
All of them
DRX
trying to find
game.
timings to
Is
encroach.
most likely.
Both duelists playing together on Bestia to watch each other's backs to make sure that nobody gets the timing on that backstab for G2. And to stop that push, to get a flawless round for them as well while they have the operator, you're happy with it. And Josh,
Ooh.
Damn, we keep getting these. We
was he
keep getting
happy or
these.
not?
I thought
They
about
throw
it. He
these
didn't
in.
hit that timeout button, but he waited.
They
Happy
consider
with
it.
the call probably from Valen in this round, who are looking to move aggressively through the mid double doors.
It's good recon on this.
The detection, the util. Great start by Bestia here to gain confidence a little bit more, but can they convert the 4v5?
Though you dare
now
use that harbor
as
wall yet on
G2
defense.
is waltzing in just as if they had won the site take.
Keep it simple. You have a reckoning to stall. Keep Trent towards
Sure.
that back of the
Just
site.
let him use all
towards
the
A main. You
util.
have a Hunter's Fury. So right now for Bestia, you have to start hurrying up.
Tries to get him off the slow tag, and they do find
Damn,
it.
as a
Actually
Jet.
taking down the Jet is nutty with the Hunter's Fury. Beautiful from Trent, and Leaf has that
Dude, they
angle.
lost their
This is
harbor,
the
man.
first shot, has to reposition
How did their
here.
harbor
They're all
die?
getting
He just
squeezed
faced
into the A
door.
main
That's like the
position.
main,
It's
the
gonna be
only
a
way
bit
of
sticky
retaking,
here
really.
For G2 Taco waiting for the rest of the team.
I mean, no
to make this
vision block on
distraction
this.
To start breaking the crosshairs. He actually identifies one. Bricks is down, and they're going to be able to squeeze the last two G2 members into A main.
Dude, Baby Bay, what a
David
shot.
has to get back to the spike, though, and it looks like Trent is going to have this all locked up from his position.
I mean, kind of Baby Bay. He
And
hit
he
two
even
bangers there.
steps out to make sure
Dude,
David can't
I think
get
that
away.
Harbor had a duel over towards
I
door.
was dubbing that when I said that we were looking
Pretty
at
sure the
Trent's
Harbor
face,
just
'cause he was
completely
actually
sold
quite
this round.
happy of the clean shot he just pulled
John
there
the
on
Prime,
that
thank you
release
so much,
and the
John. I appreciate you,
fallback
bro. Thank you.
of
What happened
David
here?
trying to
Right,
save
you
his
can't
weapon,
be
but
swinging like
the
that.
two shots that we saw here off screen, right here now for Baby Bay, close range, right into that neon ult, was what was needed here for G2 to win
He's
that
got to
round.
block the
Focusing
vision.
on
He's got to put
first
the
one,
cove
trying to
down.
defuse, and there you go. That's what we wanted. Dre to pop off here
VIP
with
agent and the VIP comp
op
facing
on
out
the
like
side
this.
of G2, and he's got some
Ritz
huge
Fiben with a tier
improv
1. Thank you for the
frags.
32 months, man. Thank you, bro.
Things got exciting. We had some water spillage on the stage. We're going to get that cleaned up.
Oh,
Tech pause player.
got a replay on this or?
Might be a first. No. But yeah, G2 are swinging for the fences right now. Even in the rounds where you think Bestia is going to get that momentum, they only had 2, and G2 steal it right back. But those 2 rounds don't initially reset Bestia's money. So they're still here, coming out with a bye, and they can recapture a few more rounds.
The good thing as well for Bestia is when we were watching them on that stage, they're looking like they're vibing still, right? And that's also the beauty of not only having that pressure of being or playing on the main stage here for the VCT Americas, but losing their crew, it doesn't matter for them. They're just having a good time. They're happy of where they are right now. Of course, going deeper in a run for Bestia would be awesome for them.
Remember when Angel and Roxas, dude, that was funny, man. They asked for like sparkling water, and then I think they shook it up or something.
Loss was talking about playing against crew in an interview.
That was good
saying,
replays on.
That was great.
How are you
Playing
today? I'm
against
good,
the
man. How
world
you doing?
champions in such
I'm
good-
Blitz with the Prime as well.
good
Thank you for the
Leicester.
13
That was
months.
so much fun.
Did you return to
And
coaching
most
only if you
importantly for
believed
Lost
in your
too,
team
as
could
we're looking
win
at right
multiple
now,
majors
he's trying to make it
like
to
you
at
used to
least the top
believe?
4
Could
in
you
the
genuinely
Americas.
see
Because
yourself
that will
returning
give him
to
a chance to
coaching?
go back
Or
to
is
Sao
dreaming
Paulo
too nice
to
of a
play
job?
in his
It would have to
hometown,
be
in front of his
it'd have to be a
friends, in front of
very,
his
very good
family.
team,
So now that you're
like some
having
kind of
so much
super
aura
team.
for a guy for the first time on the stage in the
And
Americas,
yeah, it would
and
have to
he's
pay
just
well.
absorbing all of
Where I'm
that
at.
fun.
Yeah.
And he's also looking over the stage and saying, "Oh, to see the crowd."
I'm never gonna
cheering
say
for me
no
when
'cause
I'm
I hear about
doing
some
these
of
cool
the-
shots when I'm playing the game. That
I
was
hear
me
about
a
some of the
couple years
salaries
ago
that
when I
some
was
of these
aspiring to become a pro
Americas
player, so it's cool
and
that
China
he's
orgs are on.
being able to
So I'd
experience
be dumb
that
to
from
say no.
the point of view, the lenses of a pro player.
Because some of
and
the
hopefully
money
now
I hit
help
that is
Bestia move over to
for
the
some of
top
the
4
coaches and
play in Sao
players,
Paulo.
like I would
Well,
do
is
it
one
for
of the
sure.
names we look at here for Bestia. Currently at the bottom, 4-7-1. So we'll see if he can pick it back up here. It does seem like that's just G2 really on their game today, able to hit these shots. And if it's not right when they open the site, it is defending the site aggressively.
Well, the mouse pad has been dried up, but we still have the Cove winning up the map. That's being controlled here for G2 to start. And that's just to fake some pressure on middle. It's going to have to keep players really a little bit turtle back.
Man,
They
it's
don't
a
have
shame.
full
It's a
control
shame in
with
some of these
Bestia on
rounds,
mid
eh?
control here. It comes
They were
down to
like-
the extremity control from the
They were
camera look
almost
and the
coming
op
back.
once again from Lost down towards this A main line.
Lost hasn't even activated that dash yet. Waiting for the first shot. He won't need to. Dodges out on Baby Bay's hit. And Chubazine's actually going to take Jogamo down.
Lockdown.
A second one over towards
One
that
kill
B
trip,
site.
one 50-50 Joe.
And this has happened to G2 quite a few times. They activate on either side of the map, and it seems to be taken apart. But they sometimes have an answer, and this could be one of those times.
Flank
Who was the
Melzer.
original Team Liquid
Maybe
Academy?
a few more kills. Drops
Bacon
weapons out of the
Coach,
hands of Bestia. But yeah,
Rex,
this one's going to be tough.
GSR,
Instantly closed in on as soon as that
Keeper,
plant starts to happen, so they're sourcing out another
Ninja.
kill. Melzer has that flank timing
who's that fifth?
perfectly. And they know exactly where Baby Bay is to hopefully clean this round up without any more casualties. A third round
Can't
for
remember who
Bestia
the original
just
fifth
on the
was.
horizon here, and it really needs to be this kind of momentum before they start the
Donatello,
second
yeah,
half.
that's right, Donatello.
You wonder now here when
Adderall
Josh
was the
RT
prime.
was
Appreciate
hesitating
the
on
11
hitting
months.
that
Thank you so
timeout
much.
button. Will it come down now? just to not give a chance
think
for
Riot
Bestia
will
to
make
really
any
come back
adjustments
in
to
this
the
game. Remember what
Phantom
happened
or
against
the
Cloud9.
Vandal? Nah, I
It
don't
was
think
at
so.
round number 12.
EMEA are making
Ace
it
clutch.
look even right now.
A 1
They buy so many
versus 4
Vandals.
on the site.
If it was
And then
Americas
it just
only,
gave that
then
momentum
maybe,
for
but
Bestia to clear out here that second half.
I don't know what's going on
And
in China as well.
upset C9
They probably strike me
on
as a lot of
C9's
Vandal
best
users.
map since Coach Veer came in, but looks like no timeouts will come out. They still have another good buy coming out here for G2. Has shields for a couple, but the Total Fuss is going to be the first thing trying to go for a pick. It's back to a piss around strat though. 5-man hit over on B.
Yeah.
I mean, they're planning to
Leaf, the only one hanging back.
retake this
right
site.
behind that drone.
Who's
Quick,
on recon G?
concise, and clearing layer by layer. Jogamo starts to go a little bit further forward with the overdrive on. Bestia trying to retaliate defensively
overheat on this?
here
That's
as they
nice.
set up accordingly. It's just going to be the plant. They've divided
The
the
retake
site.
wall from the harbor though, like the harbor stuff is
Bay
just
creeping
off,
out,
man.
looking
He
for the
needs
opening
some
kill here. A
work
lot
on
of that
defense
util
with
being
harbor.
prepped now. The layers
Now
to
what?
come
You got
from
no
Bestia
wall.
on the way in, and they lose David. A next shot here looks to be in favor of
Nice shot.
Baby Bay, and he does wall bang. Just chipping away at the members of Bestia as
Fine,
they head
man.
into the site, and they haven't even found the rest of the members of G2. What a relay bolt, though, to get the 1v1s online. Trent, from that distance, still has
Mate, what is
it,
our harbor
cleaning it up
util?
with Leaf,
It's
and
all
they're
over
gonna
the
be able to
place.
take that round
We're
8 now
walling
for
to
G2.
fight site,
That's something
even though
that's
no
annoying
one's
to
over
deal with
towards the
for
site.
Bestia when you're
We're
trying to flood
coving
back
at
into
the
the
back
site. They
here,
have
even though
all
it's not a
5 players
proper
getting ready to
one-way,
move
right?
towards that half wall.
Pretty sure
When
it doesn't
BBB
even
lands
reach at
that
the bottom
shot,
properly.
Because he has the ult from Chamber,
I'd
that
have to
slow
look at
field
it,
on the
but I'm
ground
pretty
just
sure
slows
that's
things
right.
down a little bit more and does not give a chance for Bestia to really activate in full force.
And that kind of
in a
means that they
retake in the
can't
back of
wrap
the
around,
site.
unless that's dude. That
I love
has
the
to be
protocols that you have from
G2's one.
G2 here. Leaf being the
Let's go. Let's go. Good call.
the one to secure the round for the team by playing towards that window. The other one's playing on site.
Because if it's their one, then they can't even wrap back a site.
Always identifying where their
Instead
win
of putting
cons
it on
are.
the spike itself.
It was a player advantage.
That's not G2's.
Time in their favor from the
Holy
spike.
crap,
And here's
their
a fast
harbor
split into
util
A
is
to
just
end the half.
completely off.
Oh, pinched. This is going to be very
Nice
tough for
shots.
Lost.
Bro,
City
this
comes
this
up
pause
with
is
2 as
very
Melzer was the
underrated, man.
target there.
Every time I
They
see someone up
finally
there, they're
clear
getting like 2.
A-site, and G2 is planting this kill from
Some of the
Leaf.
higher angles on this
It's
map,
just basically going to
little-
solidify the round if you can find David right away.
little forgotten
There it
about.
is. Taco Leo with the op. Has to hit every angle on point here. And G2 are going to be happy
They had to
get
be
away
there
with
because
this time.
G2 used the cove to plant.
There it is.
Damn,
Trent
man.
takes him down.
That's a mad half from them.
G2
Their
go through
harbor
the first half with
the
a
harbor
lot
needs
of
work.
confidence here to let Bestia know this will
giving
not
up
be
kills
easy.
at
Yeah, at
door.
least there
He's
is-
using
you're
his wall
happy
too
for Bestia.
early.
You were able
His
to
cove
salvage
is in
3
the
rounds there.
wrong place.
Couple of rounds that went in their favor
house
too,
falls
by
apart.
one of them being a flawless. So it's nice for them to finally activate towards that 7th round. But the whole story of this first half was definitely the protocols of G2 and the dominance that they've been showing so far in this series.
We're going to get the side swapped and see if Bestia can bare their teeth on the attack when we come back from break. Don't go
We
anywhere.
have IKEA in Iceland. We have one IKEA here, yeah. Let me mute this so we don't get owned. Prime ad, I already pushed the ad button. We'll do it a little later. Brent's been on form lately. I mean, they need that, man. They're struggling a little bit. Luxurious out here, yeah. You want G2 to lose? Yeah, I would rather G2 go on a bit of a run just so they have a little bit of confidence for champs. I don't want them to turn up to champs and get wrecked. I at least want it to be like... I don't want there to be loads of teams that I know can't win. I at least want like a little bit of belief. Even if it's just fake belief at this point. They're winning Americas. Damn, okay. I wish I had your
People's
belief.
Confidence gets down. How do you hype the team up? How do you keep that energy, that positive energy, coming in and going into games?
Usually that's Baby Bay's job, but if it ever comes to me, kind of just, you know, try to keep the morale high, you know, just tell the boys we got this, we're better than them, you know, just do our thing, basically just, you know, the standard things.
What does Dre do specifically?
I don't know, he's just kind of got that fire in him that kind of just, he has so much energy that it just goes to everyone and it kind of just, it brings you up without you even noticing.
Well, best of luck today, Trent.
Would you rather go on a run to get some confidence or bomb out early and have extra time? Personally, I would rather bomb out and have extra time.
Shaking off the first.
Most
half
players would
jitters.
say run
We
and
talk about
confidence.
anxiety quite a bit here, and it's got to be tough going against America's champions to shake that off round by round when they can always come back.
Yeah, it is a lower bracket matchup, so whoever loses this series is unfortunately out. And for
This is a
Bestia,
great
there's no
meta
points
to
here
have a
under
lot
their
of
belt
time to
try
play
make
with.
it to champs, and I've noticed that when they're trying to clear the jitters though before starting this
Imagine
game,
coming into champs, you
Takuya was
have
staying
new
as
set
long
strats on
as he
just every
could
single
on
map.
that stage to warm up against
You could have
bots,
multiple.
just to be ready for the
That'd be
fight
incredible.
against G2 now, and hopefully that warm up will help.
You could
Takuya
get out
and
of
the rest
groups
the team
alone just
activate
from set
themselves
strats.
on the attack side here of this pistol. It's an open site for G2 as they're reading a push on B. So that trip is going to activate now. The sound and execution that Bestia has encroached into the A site. And now for G2
Okay, must win
to
pistol, but
slowly
this is
make
pretty
their
good
way
for them.
back here on this
The
5 versus
camera,
5 fight.
bottom and mid, they can maybe spot some as well.
Forward pushing here, but the plant is more for A main, so they gotta be careful of actually how much.
Did they flip the site, but they haven't planted for them flipping the site.
Be where they come from. 2 eyes from Bestia.
So now,
The
as soon as the
doors,
cove
Spawn
goes
is
in, if
getting
they tap
pushed.
it, they might be
Lost and
scared.
Melzer with some quick
Okay.
kills. And
Okay,
this is
all that.
just G2
Nice.
not being able to source out how far Bestia had
Dude,
gotten
I was a
into
little
the site,
worried for them.
where they could be coming from.
If they had pinched, like
Positioning was
if they had done a
difficult as well.
different wall,
Baby Bay was
and like
basically
pinched
playing
this
to help out
area,
and watch towards the mid
then
double
cove
doors.
on
They
the
could
spike
crunch
there,
from the B
holy.
site to A.
I think they didn't realize they had flipped at
Because
all.
he was forced to fall back, and there was walls coming
Maybe
up on the
the,
side too. His
I don't know what the
rotator
info
cross
was like
here
for this guy.
Troll does not work out in his favor. Because again, with no information, everybody's just getting surprised, flooding back into A. That's a strong pistol here for Bestia to take.
What a push. Melzer coming online for this pistol. And it's the momentum Bestia needs here, especially for the younger players to get in here and feel comfortable on the stage. I think Melzer, one of the things he said was important to tell him is you can beat any of these guys any day. Sometimes that's all a player needs to hear. Okay. Getting that spam. Hearing for the quick fight, and Lost gets another one with a snap kill here, and he's not going to stop David and him go for more as they protect elbow, and G2 goes for a quick attack.
I mean, that's
round.
nice. That's one armor rebuy.
Alright, just jumping across here.
Love to keep with the guns,
Yeah.
just like
Potentially
that.
maximize
Strong.
orbs. Lost was already halfway there, but Taco is also slowly creeping up. Second flawless of this matchup for Bestia against G2 so far. Yeah, you're seeing G2 trying to do almost as similar than their pistol round strat, just to continue that pressure over on that B line. Good news for them is they can see here how Bestia kind of opens up when they're leaning towards this B side. But it's only going to be good enough in my eyes for this next upcoming round if you have Bestia try to work towards the B side again, because they're in their bonus round. They don't have the best of weapons. It's not going to be a full rifle round where potentially they could have wanted to push quickly into the B site. But very similar to G2 on the first half, it's a slow default. Putting the cameras to see where G2 could be accessing the lanes here, especially when it comes down to Baby Bay. Might have to be the one on point for G2 with this chamber pick.
And they're just looking for the ADS Vandal 2 from Loss. Almost acting
Simple
like
B
an
here.
operator here for a moment.
They know elbow's clear.
Leaf getting ready for the Vipers, snake bite rather. As they start to deny towards A. Up and over though. Loss instantly into the site trying to create space. Critical miss by Baby Bay there to keep David alive towards mid.
Nice
and
shot.
they keep moving into the site. Loss does get his kill. As Trent doesn't know which way to look, and he's gonna get turned up a little bit there. Does get a kill on Loss really quick though. They are not stopping. And G2 still trying to kind of waltz into the site here without the protection of utility or each other.
It's a great round, man.
Baby
Kind
Bay.
of has to go save this.
This is a very big ask. And one is checked off the box. They've created the 1v1s for him. It's going to be pop-up, though, and he's
very
not
nice,
going to
man.
have that
Strong.
decision correct. 4 for Melzer as he starts to get himself online.
Yeah, big round for Melzer.
Is
Especially
Lost
denying
like the
here, though,
Kachao of
good round from
NA?
G2.
Mate,
So
Kachao could
bonus
be...
round converted
Nah, because
for Bestia,
you need someone
starting
with
their
way more
run on the
potential.
attack side too, and that was a freebie that just was
Like the ne-
drawn
you could say he's the
around
neon,
hat
maybe.
Of David. Baby Bay's not going to like that. Or it
Like
comes
he's-
down to missing those
like
critical
Neon...
fights for
Wait, Neon would be
that first
the
angle. You
EMEA
TP
Kachao.
away, and you lose
Neon
all
would
that
be the
space for
NA
your teammates to
Kachao.
rely on you to cover up towards the tunnel.
Let's
So
try and
the
get
two
that
players
up.
towards that back of the site
Not even
start
NA, Americas.
isolating each other where they can't help each other out.
Basically, what I'm saying is
And that's
Kachow's
why
better
you
than a
saw
loss.
here
How do I
it was
word
a little
this
bit
without flaming too much?
mismatch.
Kachow was like
Playing the
potentially a top
protocols
5 in the
playing
world.
to their strength for G2, who are usually very good for trades.
Right now, I'd say he's top 5 in
Bestia
EMEA.
are identifying that. Just to continue to move forward, the wall contact play does great pressure, gives great pressure onto G2's defense. That was one of the win cons looking at this matchup here between Bestia and G2.
They go for somewhat of their stinger play, but only on 2 players from the side of G2. Oh my God!
That's a crazy shot,
Coming
man.
online.
Oh,
He
he
wasn't
had
happy about
2
that miss
bullets
last
and he
round, so he goes
there
for the
2
quick
shots
close-up
that he
right.
hit.
Actually gets himself a gun and ships in the night right now. Can he
Oh,
snap this
imagine
one?
it.
Losses a little bit faster there.
Dude,
he needed
banger
to be
shots.
if they would have any chance in this round.
2 different timings here, though. Trent is going to spot these 2 players, but there comes Leaf. But he only has a stinger to work with.
Hold the discipline. He's going to... Oh, he gets peeked at the time. Chibazine knowing exactly what needed to happen across the map. Now they've just got G2 split here for an easy sight.
Who's impressed you
What
more,
would be
Kachow or Kozi? They both look
cruising in with
incredible.
this stinger and this bandit in
Probably
just
if
a
I
bit.
had to choose,
Just all
I think
dorks
Kachow
to the side of
maybe.
Bestia. Another nice round.
That was the only win con here that G2
But
had.
I don't
when
know, man.
Leaf was on that flank after Baby Bay did whatever he could on
Igloo with
middle,
the prime.
holding that with that
Thank you for the
headhunter.
14
Double
months.
picked
What the Ook with the prime, appreciate the
Time to
17
upgrade
months.
through mid. Those weren't protected. Still have the camera out. No, they're not coming from elbow. So they see and spot it from tunnel. And Jogamo is trying to pressure them out of the position so the shot from Valen can come through. And that's going to be the quick close in from Bestia. They know they cannot toy with G2 in these situations and squish
they're looking
them
back.
right out of B.
Nice
Imagine
there
if they
that
got
David
their
had
harbor
the
stuff
full out
sorted
and
on
armor.
defense.
Valen did connect with the Outlaw, but
They'd be
it
like
did at
insane on this
140.
map.
So David was able to stay alive. But these shots from Baby Bay, like I said,
That-
did
that one here
whatever he
is-
was trying to do to hold down towards
Bruh.
that middle. Then that flank could have been the best thing. Because David was in the window, he was watching for that push.
Jonas, hello, mate.
Leaf was able to sneak
Thank you
through
so,
that.
thank you so much, mate.
But thankfully here, Bestia grouping up
thank
together
you.
was able to just capitalize on Leaf on that rotate. There's no chance here for G2 to play that. At least they did some good damage on their eco round. Only investing in, what, 2 stingers on a previous round?
Jonas, what's your
Going off
ETA
the
on
attack
this
side for less,
climbing wall
Lost,
thing?
Sorry, watching towards the window into the B site. Not too sure exactly here if Baby Bay's gone in to get his ult out, because he did
Mate,
invest into
not
a
at
rifle
all.
in this round. So playing with his teammate back and forth with Jogimo, being that jiggle
Next year sometime, okay.
to be the first contact into any A pressure.
Ooh. Bladestorm invested too. Big info. His eyes just widened on that screen. He's backing up into the site right now. Here comes the high tide. A delay after delay layer. So G2 can try to get some positioning or at least just stop this
Okay, we
altogether.
took no space off of this though.
Orb's going to slow them down
I
right
will
now,
say,
though, so that's
getting
Hunter's
the
Fury gone, but
getting the
thankfully,
harbor
Chewy
wall out of
still
them is
has
nice though.
the reckoning if they want to go for a phase 2. Comes down to the noise they're trying to activate on the B side, so the 2 lurkers maybe on middle could try to catch some rotates, but G2's not giving him an inch. So no punishment there for G2. Comes down to the anchoring and the triple setup that they have on the B side for G2 to
Midlife
hold up
Crisis
B.
Deluxe.
G2's just wondering if mid could be pushed as well, but they have to focus forward. You see everyone crashing in from Bestia towards that ladder and castle side. Oh, the site is about to explode right now, and towards the backside, Leaf and Valen come up huge.
Nice from these,
Setting
no
up that
space.
garrison, they start to move
Damn, still got the
forward
plant
under
down.
the spike being
Oh, no.
planted.
I mean, it would be
G2 get 2
insane
more
if he could
kills.
win this.
Bestia try to plant in the site.
Gotta get their
while
classic out and do
everyone's
some
fighting, and it
madness,
just
yeah.
does not pay
Gotta start
off.
jumping around there somehow.
For when you had a nice 4-piece.
Good news is they keep some
from
numbers alive
Melzer
here.
in that 3rd round. Unfortunately, this time around could not get the spray down onto who I think was Trent or Valen, either or. But it became that kill whiff that allows G2 to flood back into this B site. I love the protocol still, though, that Bestia had going into that B site. They shock darted into the cove around the Reckoning, just punishing anybody that's trying to find timings through smokes on G2's side. Yeah, the vibes are still good.
Sometimes you gotta laugh at yourself. We've all been there.
I like that they can just laugh that one off though. That's sick.
Baby Bay has the ultimate. Looks like he pulls
Might,
it right out too. So Tour de Forest is
Might
here.
cost him the map
Go long guns
and potentially the
against
year,
each
but
other is A
still
is
good.
where that will happen. Ooh. Lost it. was not favored in that situation.
Not yet. Not yet, Jonas. Not yet.
Top. He actually pushes forward to go for it again without
It
rendezvous.
will feel great, though,
Why
but
would you
you got to
expect
give me
this?
some years.
Oh my god, he's smeeging. And now he needs to unsmeeg very fast before he goes down. Oh, Takulia takes advantage of that. They don't want it though. Not yet. Really nice.
Dude, they're very loose with their hobby to right now.
That's the biggest thing, because all of G2's
Like Bestia can actually
defense
just
has been pulled
cancel,
up
hit
from
over
the B
towards
side.
B, and then they
Nothing
got
really
no
watching
util to
towards B
retake.
or middle, because they're not playing a Cypher. It's up to Leaf. He's playing out in the open to show himself, and that's how it happens.
Got ult as well.
As you get punished,
Free
it's a
sight.
chance now for Bestia to open up and get information on site, and it's B for the taking.
Keep an eye on this Sova luck.
It is Bastia's way right now, and that is all the way to B. I mean, you still have Melzer looking for any breadcrumbs that could be over towards the A site, and we'll have a hopeful answer here as they lose Taco. He has to move a little bit faster. They're looking for him, and now
Valen's
they
gonna put a
fact
smoke on
inside
this
the
spike
site.
and just stick it in a sec.
But everybody's out. Bastia just playing the distance.
You gotta melt that Melzer.
This must be
You
so
gotta
weird
melt
for
that and
G2.
hope that David
Not
kills this
finding
guy.
Anybody in sight. Cove getting dropped quite fast there, and now they're in the open. Camera's not going to be active for this. Half defuse. Actually, Valen comes up with 2.
How
and
has
plays
Valen
with the food a
killed
little
them
too
both?
long.
There's no way they lined up.
Bestia had such good information after that duel won by David, but they played too many inserts. Chibazine was playing on the top of middle. Melzer was trying to flank from the
Yeah,
back.
Van City's right here.
Towards that spawn. And then the other two
They
played
didn't
outside of
need
sight,
the
so there was
luck
no
over
way for them to
towards A.
communicate with each other to
Yeah.
try
Oh, it's
to
beautiful.
win the round. I guess because they knew nobody was retaking so far for G2, you could play outside of the site and try to catch players off the rotate.
Yeah,
But
they
with
didn't need the
nobody
double
really
him.
focusing on,
The harbor luck was fine.
you know, the site
The
takes,
Sova kind of needs to go
anchoring
with the
on
group.
that spot to delay and give a chance here for those that were inserted to come back into the B
I
site.
will say
you saw how
Trent
that
is 2
ended.
for 2 in terms of Sova ults, though.
G2 is able to pull magic out of that round that they shouldn't have won after David worked some magic in the mid round against Leaf.
See the lost stats on your screen. There's Lotus versus C9 there.
Hit it on the
Honestly,
Neon here as well. Yeah,
enjoying
it's
his time on
impressive.
the stage. We already
He
said
kind of
before,
the Neon
and
kind of
he has a
ran
lot
like
to show.
down
Teams
the line
put him
though.
on the stage, doesn't mind,
Wonder if
says
he
he
was
likes
thinking he
duelists.
could get
He's
out of
a
range or something.
flexible player, and that's great to see from Bestia.
Yeah, I mean, he's also a player that comes in from the Furia Academy, and he joins in after Shy left the roster to go join Furia and try to go on a deep run to champs with that organization. That kind of changes the composition, the synergy a bit of Bestia as well, because Lost and
The best
Takulia will take
Sova?
advantage
I mean,
of
might
that double
be.
duelist when
He's up
David
there.
used to play a lot of that Phoenix in Challengers.
It's a
they were at
1v1,
some
right, with
point
him and
playing a lot of
Brock.
that Leviathan meta. But going into the play-ins, they found their own type of playstyle by putting David into the Senti. He finds his timings on alerts, just like you saw in the previous round, and Lost and Taku
Smano?
could leverage their aim
Ooh.
to win the rounds back
I'm a big-
potentially
I'm a-
here for Bestia. as we
Dude,
come
trust
back
me,
from a
tier
timeout.
2 Vano, I would say he wins that all
Maybe they
day.
forced into rendezvous and out of that position.
a couple
as
of
he
the
still
IGL
hits a few
stints,
shots,
man.
They can understand a
They're
bit of how this is being
cemented
protected,
in
but
my
can
brain.
They kill him? Taco with a nice slide into safety there as Loss encroaches into the site faster than Valen can react. Jeez, this was explosive from Bestia, and Coach hit that timeout button pretty hard, so we can see what they have now in the works.
Oops.
Already loss again in their face,
Guys,
and I
you
think
gotta
this
save.
is something we saw from them before, is that they kept pushing up, they kept getting a little more aggressive after their plays.
G2 was trying to find a little bit of a timing, feeling that because they were able to convert a scenario where they had less players in the previous round into a W in their column, they could do it again here on a 3 versus 5, especially with the mixed pot of buys that you have for Bestia. But again, David's utility, the camera sees one, and everybody's just kind of isolated in the end, and Bestia's aggression turns out to be another flawless. Third one for them now in this game.
See, lost with the Furia spray there. Called that out from Academy. Paying respects. You see this again. Oof. Just ducks right under it. They're making Baby Bay feel the pressure this time, too. When they find them, they kind of source them out immediately.
That's definitely the important thing
Man, you're
for
having
this
fun out
comp
there,
for
though.
G2, right? When you're putting a lot of trust into Baby Bay as his chamber. You gotta
It's
be
different
on
now.
point every single
Dude, they
one
were
of these
like
games.
boats or something
He had a
last time I
rough
checked.
one
Or like
against
submarine.
Furia
I can't even
in the
remember what it
upper
was.
brackets, but found his
I remember
footing
seeing some
against
update, and I
has
was like,
had
what the
some
hell is
pretty
this
decent
game?
shots so far against Bestia, but definitely, as you mentioned it, Riv, as soon as a shot is missed, how much space is instantly taken by Bestia, and G2 has to make sure that they plug those holes a lot more quickly when Baby Bay misses a shot and is forced to TP out.
A new look from Jogamo here.
Yeah, hold up.
sliding
How do
across
they
the
actually
middle of the
react
map,
once
figuring out
they
what
lose
to
elbow
do on
control?
this Viper wall.
This team just gets elbow control for free
Little
with
control from
camera
that
every round.
operator.
First time they don't.
Moving to the right
Just a
side
group
here.
up,
It looks
hit
like
A.
Lost
I
is
mean,
gonna set back
honestly,
up
it's
in A
fine.
main, but the space is gained, I feel, from G2. They can make the informed decision.
Have you ever played
A lot
Deadlock?
of this
I
action
played it for the
is
first 2
coming A or
weeks.
double
It was
doors.
fun for a bit. I know that's completely changed as well.
And there's the rest of the audio cues that will confirm they are correct. Oh my God, Valen hiding
Unless
amongst
you're
the
talking-
enemy
oh, you
right
talking to me?
now,
Okay.
actually within arm's reach, and that's not what Lost wanted. Dashes right into a hug from Jog. Where are they gonna go from here? Got 2 in A main, 2 in the back of the site. G2 has to figure out how to get him out here as we're looking.
Hey,
for
when
the
this
eyes
cove
of
goes,
G2.
you're
They
dead.
need to protect the VIP, which is Leaf here. If you're able to make it in the back of the site with the pit, that gives G2 a chance, and it starts off well with Taco falling down.
They might be able to strip Bestia of their members before they even need to get the
He's
pit
back
down.
to back with him.
They've been so good at dissecting these site holds here from Bestia, and they will do it once
Nicely
again to
handled.
push Melzer off of the site. They hold that all. Leaf's still going to get the defuse anyways. I mean, Valen should be getting it, but it doesn't matter. That's how confident they are. They are just cruising through right now. G2 get to map point.
And that's what was annoying here for Bestia, holding that pulse plan. Playing a little bit off-site this time around too, but when G2 started experimenting with the harbor on this map, that's the slicing wall that plays control containment and not give a chance here for the attack to really move as quickly as they want to and move into the right positions into the A site. That's how Valen was able to find his timing. Get that pick there onto Lost, and the rest of them for G2 allows for
Starting
them
to
just
look
set
like a
up here for
2-0.
clean
Again, I
retake
haven't seen their ascent, but
the non-pressure that they're feeling right now, right? They had to wait for the
I
high
don't know.
tide
I think this
down
was.
their own cove
I'm pretty sure
and
this
still
and
win
Lotus are
these
their like
fights.
2 good maps.
They're definitely playing their game. This is one of those we're focusing on us games that players always talk about. G2 is feeling it. They're even going to push out mid to get a little bit more info on this as we watch Taco, a position he's gotten quite a few kills from already on this map. Oh, he's going to get challenged by Util, but he stays for the last moment.
Oh, look at that.
And
So
that's
nice.
the moment he does.
The up and over
take a
to
shot
break
at
the crosshair.
utility.
Sick.
Just G2 able to figure out Bestia through and through.
And the timing too. Protocol once again staying very clean. Leaf just waiting for that drone to come up before so that it guarantees the shot onto Taco trying to break that drone.
Wait.
Advantage now is Lost though. Finds a little bit of a space towards the tunnels.
Oh. Put the barrel right in Trent's face. Leaf.
Puts a bullet.
Very fast trade. Doesn't even care what the range is on that. But this is the run. Bestia actually quickly choose the soft site. Wait a minute.
Leaf can descend it right
may
here.
just make it a 1v1 before this actually happens. Puts his orb up. And
How
that's
has he
actually
won
what a
that on 11
challenge
HP?
from Shibazine.
Oi, what's going on here? Do I load up Twitch right now? I do.
Comes through the orb
Give
to
it
take
back.
the fight still in the same position.
Don't do that
here,
thing
and
where you
now they
skip
put the
ahead.
pressure to keep this map alive onto G2.
Kind of wish he had Valen's Reckoning now after all with the defuse on the previous round, but
Right.
Jogamo has the Odin. This is going to be fun to watch a Neon slide with a...
The Joden heading into the site. Will he go backside? Does create the fast lane for that entry. Nice try with the Harbor Util. Oh my God. Shibazine has no answer. And it was quickly for the overdrive as Baby Bay tries to put the final touches on one more kill here. Now up to David. We've seen the clutch before.
Maybe they
against
fight a little
Cloud9,
offside
but it's gonna be
as well
too
against the
much
Harbor
from
as
the
well.
Joden.
Feel like they gotta
13 to 8
help each
here
other
for
out a bit on this one.
G2 as they head to their map of ascent.
Not bad from
One
G2.
map up.
Bestia gotta
This is
work on
gonna
their
hurt
harbor
for
stuff,
Bestia.
but
Playing on their best map,
I'll
and
be
they've
honest, I
shown
think
here
they're-
in the play-ins,
I think
but
they're done.
getting absolutely crushed by
so I'm not sure they're gonna be working on it because there won't be a team next year.
There's a little bit of room to breathe here on the attack side as well.